Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. We've got a ton to talk about today because the K-pop world has been on fire these past few days, and it seriously feels like there's no slowing down anytime soon. From Blackpink getting dragged for their so-called lazy merch designs for their upcoming comeback, yep, fans are not holding back, to former NCT member Taeil actually pleading guilty in court, which is sending shockwaves through the fandom. And we're just getting started. Aespa is now under fire too, with people accusing them of going broke after the release of their jaw-droppingly expensive album. The price tags have fans raising eyebrows and asking what is really going on behind the scenes. Then we have SOYEON, who's caught in controversy once again. This time she's being slammed for allegedly sexualizing minors. The backlash is real, and it's getting heated online. Meanwhile, Jennie from Blackpink is out here securing wins, as she just won a legal battle against a man who went as far as to claim he was literally her father. Like, how is that even a thing? But yes, she took it to court, and the verdict is in. And just when we thought the Ador versus NewJeans situation was starting to cool down, here comes another twist. Danielle from NewJeans was recently spotted at a luxury event. And who was she seen with? Ador staff. That's right, it looks like NewJeans might be quietly making their way back to Ador behind the scenes, and people are reading everything into it. As you can tell, there is way too much happening, and we're going to break it all down right now. If you want to stay in the loop and never miss a moment of the chaos, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. With that said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into everything that's gone down in these absolutely wild past few days. So let's start off with the highly anticipated upcoming world tour for global K-pop sensation Blackpink has become a hotbed of contention, particularly concerning the reveal of their new merchandise. Fans, known as BLACKPINK'S, have been vocalizing their fury and disgust at what they perceive as lazy and designs, casting a shadow of disappointment over the group's impending return to the global stage. The controversy ignited when YG Entertainment's Japan X account unveiled a selection of merchandise slated to be available at the Deadline pop-up store. While it wasn't confirmed as the entire global tour collection, the initial glimpse was enough to send shockwaves through the fandom. Netizens swiftly took to the comments section, expressing their disbelief and outrage at the seemingly simplistic and uninspired designs. Phrases like, "This is insane, I've never seen a worse management," and "The heck is this? Just the Blackpink logo in a plastic bag? Seriously embarrassing," flooded the feed, painting a vivid picture of widespread dissatisfaction. This merchandise debacle isn't an isolated incident, but rather the latest in a series of grievances that have been steadily accumulating amongst BLACKPINK'S. For many, the lack of new music or comebacks since their last tour has been a sore point, leaving fans yearning for fresh material. Adding to this frustration are concerns about what fans perceive as lazy marketing tactics, particularly regarding the graphics used for the tour's promotional materials. There have also been whispers and outright concerns about the members' preparation for the rigorous demands of a world tour, further fueling anxieties within the fandom. With the tour's commencement looming in less than a month, the merchandise reveal has only intensified the existing discontent. It serves as a stark reminder for fans of the deeper issues they have with YG Entertainment's management of Blackpink. The sentiment on social media is clear. BLACKPINK'S feel their unwavering support and financial investment are being met with a noticeable lack of effort and creativity from the agency. The question now echoes through the fandom. What are your thoughts on this highly debated Blackpink merchandise? Is this a genuine misstep by YG Entertainment, a sign of their complacency? Or is there more to these designs than meets the eye? The passionate reactions undoubtedly highlight the profound connection fans feel to Blackpink and their desire to see the group and their accompanying merchandise truly shine. So now a content warning before moving on, as this section of the video discusses sensitive topics including SA, so please proceed with caution or skip if you may be triggered by such mentions. In a somber turn of events that has sent ripples through the global K-pop community, former NCT member Taeil, along with 2 accomplices, has formally pleaded guilty to charges of aggravated rape. This significant development emerged during the first trial of the case on June 18, 2025, over a year after the alleged incident occurred. According to reports from legal sources, the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office's Women and Children's Crime Investigation Division 1 officially indicted Moon, Taeil's full name being Moon Taeil, and his 2 co-defendants on February 28, 2025. The charges fall under the stringent Act on the Punishment of Sexual Crimes, specifically aggravated rape. The accusations center around the alleged SA of an intoxicated foreign woman in June 2024. While the specific details of the incident have not been fully elucidated in public, the gravity of the charges is undeniable. During the recent trial, a pivotal moment arrived when the prosecution presented their accusations. In response, Taeil and his 2 accomplices admitted guilt to the aggravated rape charges. This admission marks a critical juncture in the legal proceedings, effectively acknowledging their involvement in the alleged crime. Following this admission, admission, the prosecution has taken a firm stance, demanding a 7-year prison sentence for each of the perpetrators. This demand underscores the severity of the offense in the eyes of the legal system, particularly given the nature of aggravated rape, which often involves multiple perpetrators or a victim who is incapacitated. The public reaction to this news has been swift and largely condemnatory. Many netizens have expressed a strong desire to see all involved individuals receive the full 7-year sentence. The sentiment that pleading guilty might be a tactic to secure a lighter sentence has resonated with a significant portion of the public, who believe that crimes of this nature warrant stringent punishment regardless of a guilty plea. The overarching feeling is that justice must be served for such a heinous act, and that individuals involved in SA, particularly aggravated forms, deserve to be held fully accountable. Ultimately, while the guilty pleas are a significant development, the final verdict and sentencing remain in the hands of the court. The legal process will continue to unfold, and the judicial system will determine the precise consequences for Taeil and his accomplices. The implications of this case extend beyond the individuals involved, casting a spotlight on issues of accountability, victim support, and the broader conduct within the entertainment industry. The coming weeks leading up to the final sentencing will undoubtedly be watched closely by many, as Aespa gear up for their highly anticipated comeback. Their upcoming single album, Dirty Work, has already ignited a fervent debate among fans and netizens, largely due to the startling price point of its limited edition. Set to drop on June 27th, the physical album will be available in 3 standard versions: Dirty Case, Dirty Worker, and Dirty Code. However, it's the recently announced Ring version, slated for release on June 20th KST, that has truly set tongues wagging. This special Ring version promises to be more than just an album. It's a collector's piece, boasting a silver ring and a surgical steel chain necklace, alongside the usual assortment of K-pop album goodies. So what's particularly noteworthy, and has become a point of contention for many, is the absence of a physical CD within this premium package. While the inclusion of unique wearable accessories might seem like an exciting new offering for dedicated fans, the price tag associated with this limited edition has left many taken aback. The Dirty Crew Ringver is listed at a staggering $163,000 KRW, approximately $119 USD, even with a 19% discount applied from its original price of $202,000 KRW, around $147 USD. This stands in stark contrast to the standard Dirty Work album versions, which typically range from a more palatable $15,100 KRW, about $11 USD, to $31,900 KRW, about $23.20 USD. The disparity in pricing quickly became a hot topic across online communities. A netizen's post on Insties highlighting the album's cost sparked heated reactions, revealing a clear divide among fans. Some were vehemently critical, labeling the price as exorbitant and questioning SM Entertainment's pricing strategy. Comments echoed sentiments of disbelief, with fans expressing frustration at what they perceive as exploitation of their dedication. Yet, amidst the outcry, there was another discernible reaction, a hesitant, almost guilty admission of desire. Comments like, "Still, I think it will be sold out," and "I do kinda want it though," demonstrate the powerful draw of exclusive, high-quality merchandise for deeply invested fans. Despite the eyebrow-raising price, the allure of owning a tangible piece of Aespa's Dirty Work era, particularly one that includes unique jewelry, seems to be a strong motivator for some. The controversy has extended to Aespa's official social media channels, where fans have directly voiced their complaints under the group's announcements. The debate centers on the perceived value of such a high-priced item, especially when it forgoes the traditional physical CD, which many fans consider a core component of an album. It raises broader questions about the evolving landscape of K-pop album releases, the balance between artistic content and collectible merchandise, and whether companies are pushing the boundaries of what fans are willing to pay for exclusive content. So, as the release date approaches, the question remains prominent in the minds of many. Would you pay that much for an album, even one with unique, tangible inclusions, knowing it doesn't contain a physical CD? The answer, it seems, is a complex mix of fan devotion, perceived value, and the ever-present desire for exclusive keepsakes in the competitive world of K-pop. Let's move on to the upcoming debut of Baby Don't Cry, a new girl group under PSY's label P Nation and notably produced by GIDLE's SOYEON, has been met with a storm of controversy following the release of their first music video teaser. The teaser for their debut single F-Girl has sparked major concerns among viewers, leading to significant backlash directed at both the group's concept and SOYEON herself. The controversial snippet, released on June 20th KST, depicts a member of Baby Don't Cry approaching a store clerk and placing a small, distinctive packet on the counter. The clerk's frowning stare quickly gives way to the member opening the packet, revealing a candy, which she then consumes. The immediate and widespread interpretation among among viewers was that the candy packet was deliberately designed to mimic a condom wrapper, clearly intended as a central element of the teaser's narrative. While a small segment of the audience appreciated what they perceived as a tongue-in-cheek or intentional artistic message, the overwhelming majority expressed profound concern, particularly given that 3 of the 4 members in the group were minors. The song's title, F-Girl, further compounded these worries, striking many as odd and potentially inappropriate for a group primarily composed of very young individuals. Comments such as, "No, the condom is an intentional artistic message. Okay, why does a minor-filled group have to portray that message?" highlight the public's discomfort with the suggestive imagery in conjunction with the members' ages. The undeniable visual resemblance of the candy packet to a condom wrapper has led many to conclude that this was definitely done on purpose, with little room for alternative interpretations. A significant portion of the criticism has been aimed directly at SOYEON, who is known for her creative involvement and reportedly took a key role in producing the girl group. A viral comment encapsulates this sentiment, stating, "What disgusts me the most is how her fans are still making feminist theories. Do you realize that there is nothing wrong with holding your fave accountable? Calling people perverted when the song name, teaser, and first MV were flat out weird and sickening. This reflects a broader concern that artistic freedom should not come at the expense of protecting minor artists from potentially harmful or sexualized concepts." The combination of the song title, F-Girl, the candy resembling a condom, and the majority of the group being minors has led many to urge SOYEON to do better, expressing sadness at seeing minor idols being subjected to these sort of things in the K-pop industry. However, not all reactions have been negative towards SOYEON. Many of her loyal fans have come to her defense, suggesting that her involvement might have been primarily limited to the musical aspects of the production, rather than the overarching creative direction or visual concept. They argue that the ultimate responsibility for such controversial choices likely lies with the label, P Nation, and the broader production team. Regardless of who holds the ultimate responsibility, the teaser for Baby Don't Cry's F-Girl is undeniably drawing increasing criticism. The incident has reignited ongoing discussions within the K-pop community about the protection of minor idols, the boundaries of artistic concepts, and the ethical responsibilities of entertainment agencies and producers. As the debut approaches, the pressure on P Nation and all involved in the group's production to address these concerns is mounting. Now let's talk about a resounding victory for privacy and the fight against misinformation. BLACKPINK'S JENNIE has successfully concluded a legal battle against an individual who falsely claimed to be her biological father, and subsequently published a book filled with these fabricated allegations. A South Korean court has definitively sided with JENNIE, issuing a ruling that demands the destruction of all copies of the controversial publication and a strict prohibition on the continued spread of such falsehoods. The legal proceedings culminated on May 9, 2025, when the Goyang branch of the Uijeongbu District Court ruled in favor of JENNIE in a lawsuit she initiated against the man identified as Mr. A and his associated publishing company. JENNIE's core objective in filing the lawsuit was to secure a ban on the distribution of the book, which brazenly asserted a paternal relationship between her and the author that simply did not exist. The court's ruling was comprehensive and decisive. It not only mandated the immediate destruction of all existing copies of the book, but also ordered Mr. A to erase all related posts containing his false claims from various digital platforms, including KakaoTalk, social media, and websites. Furthermore, the court issued a stern injunction, prohibiting him from disseminating similar content in the future and explicitly barring him from giving interviews to media outlets on the subject. This comprehensive measure aims to thoroughly cleanse the digital and public sphere of the pervasive misinformation. Throughout the trial, Mr. A stubbornly maintained his insistence that he was, in fact, JENNIE's biological father. However, JENNIE's legal team presented irrefutable evidence, an official family registry that clearly identified a third party as her legal father. The article claimed that his new novel, titled World Informant, a literal translation, was purportedly based on real experiences from JENNIE's life, tracing her journey from her early trainee days to her current global superstardom. The book even ventured into fictional narratives involving JENNIE and singer PSY participating in AI simulations at a global center, further blurring the lines between reality and fabrication. As the controversy escalated, JENNIE's agency took swift action. In December 2024, they publicly issued a stern warning to fans regarding the proliferation of false publications and fake news spreading online. The credibility of Mr. Kim's claims was further eroded by his self-descriptions as a former terrestrial network PD, an independent filmmaker active in Japan and the US, and even the illegitimate child of a conglomerate founder. Claims that collectively fueled widespread skepticism among the public. JENNIE, who has consistently maintained a high degree of privacy regarding her personal life, has previously shared in interviews that she was raised solely by her mother. This recent court ruling serves as a powerful validation of her stance against the dissemination of false information and stands as a crucial measure to protect her from any further reputational damage caused by these spurious claims. The unwavering dedication shown by JENNIE and her legal team in pursuing this matter sends a clear message that such such invasions of privacy and the spreading of fabricated narratives will not be tolerated. Props indeed to Jennie for taking decisive legal action to safeguard her truth and her identity. Now let's talk about the intricate legal saga between K-pop powerhouse Ador and their girl group NewJeans continues to unfold, with Ador recently issuing a renewed public plea for the members' return to official group activities. This appeal follows a pivotal court decision that has once again affirmed Ador's standing as the group's legitimate management entity, reinforcing the validity of their exclusive contracts. In a statement released by Ador, the company expressed profound gratitude for the appellate court's judgment on June 17th, which once again clearly confirmed that Ador is the agency representing NewJeans. They voiced a hopeful sentiment that this ruling would serve as a crucial turning point, allowing the members to return to their rightful place as NewJeans and resume their activities. With NewJeans' third debut anniversary approaching next month, Ador pledged to do its utmost to support the group in making a greater leap forward and continuing to grow, signifying their readiness to re-engage fully with the group's management and promotions. This latest development stems from a long-running dispute. NewJeans had previously contended that their exclusive contract with Ador was terminated in November 2024, citing alleged breaches of contract, and subsequently attempted to pursue activities independently. In response, Ador initiated legal action, asserting the unwavering validity of their contracts and seeking legal measures to prevent the members from engaging in solo endeavors without the agency's explicit consent. The Seoul High Court's dismissal of the members' appeal against a prior injunction on June 17th was a significant victory for Ador, effectively upholding the previous ruling that restricts NewJeans from independent activities. Adding another layer to this complex narrative, NewJeans member Danielle's recent public appearance has ignited a fresh wave of speculation and mixed reactions among fans. On June 18, 2025, Danielle attended Omega's Aquaterra launch event in Kyoto, Japan, in her capacity as a brand ambassador. This appearance occurred amidst the group's hiatus, triggered by the ongoing feud with Ador, leaving many K-pop enthusiasts more confused and less impressed. Sporting a striking blonde bob and an elegant off-shoulder dress, Danielle was seen interacting with prominent fashion publications, including Elle Japan and Harper's Bazaar Hong Kong. As images and videos from the event rapidly circulated online, fans immediately raised critical questions. Was Danielle allowed to be there? Would she face penalties such as a hefty fine for this appearance? Had she, or even NewJeans collectively, reconciled with Ador after all the beef at court? The timing, especially with Ador's fresh public plea for the group's return, only intensified these inquiries. Initially, some fans expressed bitterness at the idea of Danielle doing a high-end brand event without clarifying where the group stood with the agency. There was a palpable sense of unease, with comments suggesting that Danielle might be crawling back, or that she couldn't even give up a luxury plan, implying a potential compromise of the group's earlier stance for individual gain. However, subsequent reports and observations seem to have provided some clarity. It has been seemingly confirmed that NewJeans' Danielle was not doing this event independently, as her brand ambassadorship activities were, in fact, done through Ador. Crucially, many reports have said that Danielle was spotted with Ador's staff members, indicating that her attendance at the Omega event was a managed, agency-sanctioned activity rather than an unauthorized solo venture. This suggests that, for now, NewJeans might indeed be back at Ador, at least in terms of adhering to court rulings and fulfilling existing commitments. The implication is that while their past actions might have been in defiance of contractual obligations, the recent court decisions, including the imposition of potential fines, reports suggest a penalty of 1 billion won per member for each unauthorized activity, have likely compelled them to play it safe. This move, albeit potentially reluctantly, avoids further legal repercussions and aims to restore some semblance of order to their official activities. The ongoing situation continues to highlight the intricate dynamics and high stakes involved in K-pop agency-artist relationships. And that brings us to the end of this video, as we've unpacked everything from the Blackpink merch controversy and the shocking news surrounding former NCT member Taeil, to the buzz around Aespa's album pricing and the ongoing debate about SOYEON's new girl group concept. Plus, we covered Jennie's legal win and the latest twists in the Ador versus NewJeans saga. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.